Hello, my friends. So far, we've learned a lot. We've learned how to start projects with the green flag. We've also learned how to control our sprites using the keyboard and mouse. And today, we'll learn another powerful part of event called communication and scene changes. Because this help the sprite to talk to each other and also help us to move from one scene to another in a game. Just like when you are done with level 1, you move to level 2. So we'll see how we can communicate or how we can use this. So in Scratch, sprite can send message to each other. You can send message to other sprites. And when the other sprite receive the message, they react. Like for example, what we are going to do or the example we are going to make, the sprite, this sprite one, we send message to our backdrop, right? So when you send message to our backdrop, that message will be next level. So when backdrop receive the message, then it will change its background with a message next level. So that it will indicate that they've moved to the next level. I think we have typical example like that in our game. When we move to the next level, it usually change background. So that's what we will be going to do. That's the example we will be doing right now. It's just to for you to understand how it works. So what will I do? First of all, I will like to see the background. That's make the background I will change to or I will switch to when I receive the message. So in that case, I'll come to, you see under this word stage here, this box here, this is the backdrop or the background. This is the stage background. So if I click on it now, you know say stage selected, no motion block. So the stage is what selected. Remember, if I want to select my sprite, I will click sprite. If I want to select stage, I'll click stage. So you see it is selected. Then I'll come to backdrop, which is this here. So when I come to backdrop, currently I have just one backdrop there. So for me to be able to switch to another black backdrop or background, I need to create it. So to create another background, just click on this, choose a backdrop here, and let's use this one. Let's say blue sky. We're using this one, blue sky, as our next background. So this blue sky, we just want to type a message there, the next level or next level, next level. Yeah, fine. So this is what we have now. If I want to increase the size, click on this button here, then increase the size, next level. Then what next? Okay, I think it's fine like this, it's okay like this. Or maybe we just want to change the color to something like red. That's also still nice. So next level. So come back to our code. So we successfully create the background we'll switch to. Now we'll come to our sprite. So this is our sprite. We want to do it in such a way that when we click on this sprite, it will broadcast the message next level. Now, in a real game, it should go like this. Maybe you are using score. Maybe when the score, as the player play the game and the score gets to like 20, they should move to the next level. So it will be like when the score is equal to 20, then, right, broadcast the message. But we can't do that now, so that's why we just say when we click on this sprite. So when I will click on this my sprite, it will broadcast the message, right? But before we start this whole thing, there's something I want to do. I want us to initialize. Anytime we click on this green button, this stage should go back to its original form and the sprite should go to their original position. So what we'll do, we'll come to event, when flag click, then bring motion. That's under motion, we'll come to go to position. So before I bring this go to position, I want to do something. Let me bring the sprite here, reduce it to 50. I prefer using it smaller. Okay, so let it be here. So now when I click on this, when I bring this go to position, it will just take that exact position, minus 190, minus 190. minus 126 minus 126, right? And so that's to say, whenever I move like this, if I click on this green flag now, it comes back here. So we also want to do the same thing for the background. Well, we'll click on that green flag, the look that's on that background, you have switch backdrop, right? You should switch to backdrop 1, which is the default background. So if we come here now, we click, it goes back to this. So fine. So that whenever we are running the program to see if it works, we always click this one to return it back to default. So this one is set. So now let's go to the real business of today. First of all, we have to broadcast with sprite 1. We have to send a message whenever it is clicked. So when we click sprite 1 will send a message. So how do we do that? Select sprite 1, come to event, then look for when sprite clicked, right? Then under that same event, you look for broadcast, bring it here. So now you have to change this. Message 1 is default, so I have to click and say new message. So let's say next level. I'll just say, let me use level 2. So I'm using level 2, right? I change it to level 2. You can use any word or anything. It will work. So now whenever I click on this sprite, then it broadcasts the message. That's just what we want. So now, since we've done that, so who will receive the message? So this sprite, the backdrop, will receive the message and then change or switch to the second background. So let's click on the sprite. When we click on the sprite, we'll now come to that same event, and then we'll look for when I receive level 2. Even if you didn't find level 2 here, you click on it and select it, right? You may see other words there, right? So but we're using level 2, so it's there already. So when I receive level 2, which is the message that will be broadcasted, then what will I do? I'll change the background. So come to look, then switch backdrop to blue sky, right? So actually blue sky is the name of our backdrop. If you check it here, blue sky. So switch backdrop to blue sky, right? So now let's test run it. We go back to sprite 1, and then click on it, and let's see it to switch, if it will switch. So it switched, so it's working fine. So we successfully broadcasted the message to the backdrop sprite, and it received the message and carry out the action assigned to it, which is to switch backdrop to what? Blue sky.